Welcome to Rice and Beans. Big O and Jester in the house. What's up, Big O?
What's up? How you doing?
Pretty good, man. Pretty good, man. 407 assholes ago.
That's a lot of ass.
Right, it sure is. Well, fuckers, we've come to the part of the season where I think it's time for a mid-season roundup, and there's a lot of fucking shit that has been going on in the world. It's just pissing us the fuck off, and I think it's been a while since we had one of those shows where we just fucking rant and let them have it. And
we're gonna be funny still, but it's more on a serious note.
The Ghettosberg address.
How serious can you be when you call it the Ghettosberg address? What the fuck is going on, y'all?
Got money for war, but can't feed the poor.
God damn, man. Ain't that the truth?
And the minimum wage is one of those hot button items. It's been up in the news and conversation a lot lately, and it's, I don't know, man. What's your take on it? Like,
so I believe in minimum wage raises, but I don't believe in the amount that's gone up. That being said, it is there, and we're actually seeing the ramifications from it. We're not seeing pluses from the minimum wage raise. We're seeing minuses. And the reason why we're seeing those minuses is that the companies that are expressing these minimum wage raises are turning it back on the people. So we have 10 people that are now making $15 an hour, and then the cost of food goes up by 25%. So now you're paying for a gallon of milk that you used to pay $2, you're paying for $3.50. So that's what you're seeing. And that's just on the small average. So if you equate that out to an average grocery bill of approximately $150, and you probably got, I want to say about 25 items, cut that in half. That's what it turns out to be. We're complaining about the cost of living and the wage that people are receiving, but we're actually taking it in the end because the corporations are throwing it right back at us. They're keeping their costs high so that way they can keep their profits high, and they're making us pay for it so that way we have a higher wage, which really doesn't equate to nothing.
Taken in the end, I couldn't have said it better myself. I mean, the whole thing, to me, can best be summed up by like that scene in Liar Liar where she goes, "Here's your raise." Yeah, that's
yes.
Basically exactly what it's like. I mean, yeah, here's more money, ass. But then, that's the old price. Fucking starts coming into play a hell of a lot, and it's like, okay, so being a musician, they used to pull this fast one at fucking these music centers, these big like national chains, right? They would have these massive like holiday sales, sale.
Right.
All they would do is raise the fucking cost of the regular price, and then lower it back down to whatever it was before the sale started, and so the before sale price is $130, and then it goes down to $100, but it was $100 the whole time. They just raised the price for that week and then said, "Oh, we're gonna give you a discount if you come in today."
Yeah, you're gonna get that one discount, but you're gonna pay the same price. Mm-hmm. It's basically prison rules. You sneak in stuff when you keister it, and then you make the prices for whatever you want. I mean, you used to get a piece of cake for what, a pack of smokes. Now it takes 2 packs of smokes.
Inflation.
Yeah. Or buttflation.
Right. Deflation, I guess, is on the way out.
Or flagellation. It's one of those nations.
The greatest nation in the world? Donation.
And I ain't getting donated for, so I don't know where it works. Yeah, but like you said, this is a hot topic. And, we try to make fun and jokes about all this stuff. We know the pain that's going on out there. Every time you fill the gas tank and you spend $100 just to put in 15 gallons of gas in your regular driver, which doesn't happen to be a gas guzzling truck.
And it sucks. It's just like the gas, I don't know if I've ever paid as much for a gallon of gas as I'm paying the same for smokes as I am for a gallon of gas. It's
yikes.
It's fucking ridiculous, and it seems like the smokes last longer.
Well, they hit more to your heart too, so.
Right? I mean,
Well, you don't huff, do you?
no, that shit's too expensive now. That's a rich man's game. Like, the cost of the gallon of gas is like, in some fucking parts of the city you're first born.
Well, you can always go sunny. It's always sunny in Philadelphia and just huff paint.
It might come to that. Like, I mean, it. Yeah, no, it's getting ridiculous. The last time I paid this much for gas, and it wasn't even like I only had to do it once, was when I was in Australia, and then I think it was like $5 or $6 over there for the liter.
Damn.
And I was like, just thinking about it, I did the math in my head. I was like, oh shit, that's a lot of fucking money just to drive around over here. And now I'm starting to drive, like, go around like my own fucking city, and it's like, oh shit, it's getting kind of expensive to drive this motherfucker around here. And it's not even like, I don't drive like real far, but still, it's enough to.
How many liters in a quart and how many quarts in a gallon, and you're paying $5-6?
It was
Wow.
really fucking expensive, and it's getting. I've been to parts of LA where it's like $7.
Ooh,
I was like, oh hell no.
that's Beverly Hills, right?
Then the Beverly Hills area and like out by UCLA, it's really fucking expensive.
I don't see LA. Not at those gas prices.
Nope.
No, sir.
That's where those fucking scooters come into play. Those charge when you get to swipe your credit card, and it only has enough battery to last until you run out of money.
Or it goes to the corner.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. And next thing you know, you got a $35 charge.
Yeah.
It's freaking nuts, man. I mean, traveling out here, if I didn't have the friends and family discount that I had, it would have cost me an arm and a leg just to come out here and see all you wonderful people.
Yeah, it's I thought like because of all the traveling that I had to do for work, I didn't think I would get to the point where I missed traveling.
Yeah.
But then like fucking COVID happened, and I literally didn't go anywhere. And now that I'm like, oh, okay, maybe it won't be so bad. Now, like, I go see the fucking price of everything. I'm like, woo, I didn't miss it that much.
Yeah, so they're playing the shell game with us. Basically, they're giving us less and costing more. So the prices go up, and the amount of what you would normally get goes down. And it's not only in gas, it's food. You look in the products that you get, and what used to be, a value saving for a box of cereal is now gone lower, and the price has either stayed the same or gone up. So they're making their money still. Everybody's still making their money in the corporation, and we're still losing our money in trying to get things. I found myself buying $200 worth of something over at Walmart. Then I looked in the basket. I got bread, milk, cheese, sandwich meat, sour cream, basic stuff to live on. And, I had to get a bag of dog food and a couple other items. And normally that wouldn't even cost me $50, $60. But now all of a sudden I'm over $200. What the fuck?
Yeah, man, those trips to the fucking porn emporium are getting more and more pricey too. Like, you fucking three bottles of lube and a roll of duct tape. You used to breeze out of there for $40. Now they're asking for like $65 for that fucking order.
Well, let me help you out. Don't buy 3 bottles of lube. Get the 50-gallon drum.
Then that's the thing, is that then they don't carry it, and then they make you they force you to buy the 3 bottles. It's like, oh, you're gonna go across town to get the 50 gallon drum? No, I don't think so. Oh yeah. We're the only game in town, motherfucker. And that's basically the approach that they're fucking taking with this whole shit. It's like,
yes, can we get a price on Astroglide?
But no, yeah, it's happening everywhere. It's not just isolated to like corporate America. You see the fucking you know what it reminds me of? Do you ever go down the Vegas Strip and they got that fucking the cup game, the fucking shell game going?
We'll say for this argument purposes, yes. No, I've never been to Vegas.
And so like you watch the fucking cups going around while motherfuckers standing behind you jacking you as you're paying attention up here.
Yeah.
And it just seems like it's just one big whole like fancy ass version of that.
Yeah, it's a shell game. It's, we discussed this a little bit on finances and whatnot, but it all comes down to the corporations making money and screwing everybody, and our government allowing that to happen from the early 80s, probably in mid 70s up until now. And now it's just come more prevalent, and people are just out for their own money and not really helping anybody else out.
That shit trickled way in the fuck down, didn't it?
So when it was supposed to be trickle down theory, we didn't expect it to be dick trickle down theory.
Shit trickling downhill.
God damn, man. Tastes like semen, don't taste like money.
The fucking gift that keeps on giving.
Yeah, AIDS. Because everybody needs AIDS in their life, right?
It was the fucking 2010's deadliest catch.
Crabs. Yeah, it's just asinine anymore. But we're here to put a smile on your face. We're here to tell you a little bit about something and not know a lot about nothing. I think that's how it goes.
Something like that.
Yeah, it works for me.
Jack of all trades.
Yeah. In talking about everything that's risen and that we're hurting for, we're just going to dab a little bit on insurance, and we're going to talk about medical insurance. It seems like you're getting a lot less for putting in a lot more, and it's more and more shady and shyster type scenarios. I'm part of an actual lawsuit that's going on right now. I didn't start it. I wasn't privy to it until I got a letter on it. And basically, one of the major carriers, I can't mention it because, if I'm part of it, I can't mention anything about it, has put cost on people and not, covered cost on certain things on purpose. And so there's a class action lawsuit that's moved forward. That's going on more and more. I mean, it used to be that you got insurance and you were like 95, 100% covered to go to the hospital and everything was taken care of. But now it's gone less and less. And the lifeline of that is more along the 75, 80% that they will cover, and the rest is covered to the person that has the insurance.
And you think about things like that, and you hear things like that. It's what's the fucking point? Like, why do I have this motherfucker to begin with? It's that if I don't have, like, say the hospital bill is $75,000, and I don't have $75,000, and you try to come after me, like, what good is it gonna do you? You're just gonna waste your time, your fucking money, and I'm still. Like, all I got to do is claim bankruptcy, and then you get jack shit. So instead of going the fucking hard way about getting nothing, like, help a motherfucker out. Like,
yeah.
Don't pull the fucking double dipping bullshit that fucking keeps raising it's getting to the point where that's why people are fucking hiking across the border to go, like, see dentists and doctors and fucking even plastic surgeons. Like, I got friends that have gone down there and gotten plastic surgery, and it's it's just fine. Like, they haven't had any issues. And
how are your coconuts? Kim Petras probably did.
They're mouth-worthy.
Mary Kate and Ashley, is that what you named them? Yeah, I mean, you're absolutely right. I mean, and you know what? You talk about double dipping. Why is it when you go into the hospital and the hospital has doctors to take care of you, do they then apply to your health insurance for extra additional costs that the hospital won't pay them? So now the hospital is supposed to be paying them a salary for being there, but they're asking your insurance to pay for extra costs for them to be there to help you. It makes no sense. I mean, so basically, if you got a house, if you got anything that you own, you know what? Here's your best advice here. Have an LLC. Create yourself an LLC and put all your stuff into that LLC, limited liability contract, or, business. You do that, they can't go after it.
Yeah. It's one of those things where it's not going to end. It's never ever, there's always going to be somebody that's after somebody else's money, and the cycle's never going to stop. It's going to be this one fucking, I think, what was that line? The game never ceases to exist, only the players change.
Yeah, and it harkens back to a cartoon I saw one time where I think it was a Bugs Bunny. It might have been something else, maybe Ren and Stimpy, where somebody's in the hospital bed. The ambulance comes in and wheels him in, and all the doctors scalpel, and he goes in, sponge, forceps, and he's reaching in, and he turns out that he cut open the wallet, and he's pulling out the dollar bill. Puts it over there. All right, new scalpel, gets another 100, puts it over there. That's basically how they fleece us. I mean, they're reaching in and getting everything we got.
And then it's again, it comes back to where the fuck else are you gonna go? Are you gonna go all the way to Mexico?
We're the only game in town. Ooh, just stay here and take it.
And you can go with the fucking holistic doctors you want to. Give their fucking oils and fragrances a chance.
Yeah, they'll just give you some peyote. It's crazy out there. What are you gonna do? Just come over to Rice and Beans and smile with us. We'll get you through the day.
So, times are hard, and fucking people are finding newer and creative ways to maybe like just take the things that they need.
Going to Nancy Pelosi's palatial mansion and just going in there and taking what they need?
like storming the Capitol building.
Trumpy Bear at it again. Yeah, it's weird. I mean, these people that are running our government have no semblance of understanding of what's going on, and they think everything's peachy because they live in these $1 million homes. Wait a minute. They're in Congress. How do they have $1 million homes?
We're paid for them.
That's right. Oh, you know what? I got a solution. Why do they have all the insurance taken care of 100%? Let's just take it away and give it to the people.
Because we're paying for it.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I can't do that. Oh, I tried.
It's like, maybe it's just the fact that common sense can't exist at that level of.
I don't know. You look at that face stretch of Pelosi and you just wonder.
It's like a fucking Buffalo Bill job to me.
Looks like that, the last human on that, I just drew a blank once again. Why am I doing that? The TARDIS, the fucking Doctor Who. That's who it was. The last human was that stretch of flesh, right?
Yeah.
I see that as Pelosi. Yeah, I think it was the first remake of the new season, and that was back in 2007 or 8 or something like that. And yeah, the last human in the universe was just a piece of flesh that was all strung out.
Pretty close.
Yeah.
Pretty close. And if that her face wasn't bad enough and times were hard enough, now you got people fucking looting shit off of fucking the FedEx and UPS trains.
My gosh, that was here.
Yeah. And perhaps announcing that these fuckers were here unguarded, maybe not the best fucking tactic.
Yeah, that was exactly what happened. People were looting and they kept saying, well, we don't have any security guards to stop this. Oh, really? Hey, honey, get the kids, get a bunch of bags. We're going down south.
Road trip.
Oh, my God. Talk about grocery shopping.
Right? Just fucking freely picking off the fucking trains. Like the fucking, I don't know, with all the tech that they have, especially like Amazon, you would think by now fucking Basil would have had like armed drones following those trains around.
You would think, but nope. It was free for anybody to grab. And they were videoing some of this stuff happening, and that's been since pulled down. But my gosh, man, I mean, the state that we're getting to, the state we're going, I mean, hell, we all might be homeless pretty soon, living out in the streets in tents and shitting in the streets too.
It's glamping.
It's getting to a point where, your average person can't live. You would think that, having a decent wage would get you home and food and, everything that you need in your life, but not anymore. Not anymore. I mean, you can make $90,000 in a year, be a single family income, and then still be in debt up to your ears.
It's like, what was it? History of the world. They don't let you live. They don't let you breathe.
Yep. It's good to be the king.
Yeah.
That's what the code or POTUS says. Wait a minute. Oh, no, it's president. It's not king.
It's okay. He doesn't remember who he is half the time anyways.
What does POTUS stand for? Putin of the United States? It's nuts, man. All the blame game going on. I mean, it's everyone's to blame. All the government, people that are in charge, they're the blame. They're the ones making the rules. They're the ones taking the money. They're the ones putting the extra pages in the stipends and letting, themselves being bought off and having, millions of dollars going in at supposed to be I don't know, $40,000, $50,000 a year wage, and if they're making it and nobody else is making it, what the hell else is going on? Things that make you go, freaking nuts.
Where's the money, Lebowski? I guess is the sentiment there.
We'll print more.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, and we talked about it earlier, but the housing costs have gone up too. I mean, you're looking at homes. So I've been in LA for a while here, visiting you and having fun, and we're looking at homes for $900,000, and the homes that we're looking at, they were built in 1950s. Homes that were built for $50,000, $60,000 at its time, at its peak, and now they're worth $900,000. What's up with that?
I don't know, but it's driving a lot of people to leave the state, and I'm for one am glad and totally behind it.
I'm not, because they're going to Arizona where I'm from, and all our housing costs are going up too.
And the thing is, it's kind of bumming me out about the whole thing is that even though they're leaving, the prices still aren't coming back down.
It's crazy, right?
So I mean, half the problem has been solved. But the other half, where shit's still way expensive, even though those assholes are gone, still has yet to be resolved.
I'm seriously contemplating moving to Alabama, and I don't think I'd fit in. But hey, no gentle strolls down the river. But yeah, it's when you look at it, corporations have built a society of wanting more and more and more, and people have learned from that society, and they're wanting more and more and more, so they buy more than one house. Well, that's fine if you got the money, and that's perfectly okay to have more than one piece of property. Then they look, because the prices are skyrocketing after they own a home, that they should be asking $2,000 for rent. Really? I mean, you own the home. Are the taxes that much at the end of the year? Not really, because the taxes might have rose, but if you're renting your home at $1,000, let's just say $1,000
to cover it.
Yeah, you more than enough, and you get a hefty profit. But who are you really helping but yourself? You're not helping your fellow man. I'm not saying you have everything because you have two homes, and I'm not saying you shouldn't make any money. But really, I mean, the cost is not outweighing the principle of helping.
No, it's almost not worth it right now to have the to be the owner or the new buyer. It just because it's everything's about to go all turbulent and change again, and then
you're screwed.
Gets basically somebody grabs the shot and goes like this and then puts it back down, and then right when you're like, okay, now it's settled, we can go again. Just kidding, fuckers, and then.
Yeah.
Same over and over and over again. So it's almost easier to keep renting and just call the guy, when some shit goes wrong. That's one of the nice parts about renting is that, something major breaks. I'm like, hey, you can come and fix your house if you want to. If you don't, it's kind of on you, but I let you know.
Yeah. And, all this state of what's going on. I mean, banks don't help, governments don't help. And, we say we're America and we're the greatest, country of all time, and we have the highest homeless that we've ever had. Cost is so high. What it boils down to is, the banking system asking us to have credit and then preventing us from doing anything with that credit. So, a lot of times too, and I found this out, is that our bank will put through certain deposits, no problem. But when we do payouts, they'll circulate the payouts to where the higher payout goes out, and then you don't have enough money in the bank to do the lesser payout, and then they charge you $35 overdraft, and they get more money, and then they screw you over by doing this. And it's not just them, it's also a lot of companies that will do this. They'll recycle the payment. So if you go through on the first of a payment, it goes through 4 or 5 times, and it takes 4 or 5 days before the payment actually goes through. And by that time, you're paying other things. You don't have enough money in the bank. Then you get an overdraft, and you have to pay more, so you lose more money. And it's just an asinine circle of life.
They do it on purpose.
Yeah. Yeah. So they fuck us, the Mexican.
Always.
And everybody else, too. We feel your pain. You know what? We do. We really do. And we're out here to try to talk some sense into some people and hopefully, get a smile, too.
Exactly. the things that they leave for us to spend our money on. It's the stuff that we do get. I mean, look what they offer up for us to spend it on. Stuff like the KFC Yule log.
Doesn't really smell like KFC from what I'm told.
And and the whole candles like Gwyneth Paltrow's vagina.
That's a hefty candle. I wonder if it smells like throwing a hot dog down a hallway.
You imagine lighting both of those at the same time?
No.
That would be a party. Gwyneth Paltrow's vagina candle and the KFC Yule log.
Wait a minute. I see those all the time, but what's that brown log in the middle? Mr. Hanky Yule log? I don't know, man. You go out and you go, I got $10. What am I going to spend it on? I'm going to spend it on a yo-yo. Why? Because it keeps spinning. Look, it's spinning. It's spinning. It's money well spent. Maybe buy one piece of candy. Remember when you used to buy a candy bar for like 50 cents? Then it became 75 cents. Then it was like $1, $1.25, $2. Pretty soon you're going to have to fucking draw blood, make sure you're 21, and then give your first child to get a piece of fucking Hershey's bar. Which is where gas is right now.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Yeah, you know what? And, these corporations that build cars, they can make cars more efficient on gas. Does it really help to have electric cars?
I mean, no. You factor in what it takes to make the parts for those cars, the batteries that don't recharge themselves after a while, just like any other battery, and then that's more resources that are getting burnt up versus the ones that just go into pulling the gas or so you're just adding to the fucking mess. It's when your friends is drunk and you're out at night and he throws up, and then one of your other friends that wasn't that drunk is just kind of queasy, but then he sees the first asshole throw up, and so that he starts fucking losing it, and then you're fucking standing there knee deep in puke before you know it.
Yeah, that pretty much sums it up. Everybody throw up on everybody. Yeah, you're absolutely right with electric. I mean, where do you think the electricity comes from? It doesn't come magically through the air. It's not like lightning bolt shoots down and Doc Brown is right there.
Yeah, exactly.
Going, it's 1.21 gigawatts. Shut the fuck up. You crazy nutball. The gas comes from the ground, which, we burn and puts carbon dioxide in the air or monoxide and kills us. The electricity does not come from the air. It comes from power plants. Well, it comes from water sources that do hydroelectric. They come from air sources from the fans. They come from, solar. They also come from nuclear power plants. There is ways to make each one of those resources better, but we don't do it. And so it's just a waste. Yeah, electricity is better off. Yeah, it's cleaner. Yeah, we could get so much better from it, but we're just not at the point where we could generate enough electricity in a cheap manner in order to do that. So where does it come from? Usually from coal plants that generate electricity.
It's time for that fucking idea from Rick and Morty where they stomp on the boxes and fucking to generate all the power.
Yes. The boxes that are in multiverses in each one, different universe and implanted in each one.
We're a society that powers my brake lights.
Oh my God. How many universes? They went 6 or 7 in.
Yeah.
And each one was powering each one for stupid notions. That would be the best bet. I really believe that would be.
That just sounds like slavery with extra steps.
No, it's not. Okay, it is. That was the whole crux of that whole episode. Slavery with extra steps.
That's why when fucking somebody's like, "Oh, I vote Green Party," I'm like, that sounds like voting with they're not voting with extra steps.
Who are you voting for? The big douche or the shit sandwich?
Giant douche. Vote or die, motherfucker. Vote or die.
Why are you voting for the giant douche? The shit sandwich is the way to go.
Okay, son, now your vote didn't matter.
Yeah, until we get everything organized, until we can get the government aligned with the people, and until we can start organizing how much money we fucking spend as a government. I mean, really? We have to give other countries money so they can survive? I mean, I understand helping people, but, sometimes it's just a lost cause.
Sometimes it's cheaper to mind your own fucking business. You know what I mean? Like how much money could have been saved by doing just that, minding your own fucking business.
I don't know, but right now China's beating us our own game for, making, enough money for the government and how they do it. I mean, there's just fucking nuts. Pretty soon we will be behind the eight ball. We won't be the biggest superpower that we used to be. And I'm not talking about atomic bombs and nuclear arsenal. I'm talking about just having people that could create things that last and, afford things that we need and keeping our people happy.
It's getting rough out there.
And for 1 second, do you think other countries would allow us to migrate over there if things were so bad here?
Be like, nope.
Just look at Whoopi Goldberg. She said she was going to Canada. She's still here in America.
Canada was like,
nope.
Sorry, eh?
Sorry, we already got Sasquatch up here. Don't you know? Oh my gosh, man. We just got to make do with what we got to make it do right.
It's with everybody being out for themselves, you know what I mean? It almost seems like a normal world would be somewhat of a pipe dream at this point. It's just like try to get rich as fast as you can, and then collecting all this paper and come to find out it's worth less and less and less. Well,
it is worth less. There's no gold standard behind it. I'm thinking about pulling a David Carradine. What do you think?
Dying with the fucking asphyxiation hanging?
Well, and also getting one last rub out. At least I'll have a smile on my face while I'm hanging. Is that hair gel? You gonna use that?
The legend.
Oh my gosh, man. I'm just kidding. I'm not going to kill myself. Calm the fuck down.
At least not like that. What I do is going to be original.
Yeah, that's right.
I'll be talking about it for years.
Kevorkian. Yeah, with these, with the state of where we're at and how we're doing, the only thing that keep us going is laughing and smiling. And boy, howdy, do we got a lot of that still going on here with Rice and Beans.
Yeah, we're only halfway through this one. Only halfway through the season, and it's been a ride so far, and I've been liking it. And so we figure, we'd just get to some of the stuff that's been going on. Like we said, we move it around. We keep talking about everything, and so fucking why not talk about what the fucking bullshit that's going on in the world? I know it's pissing some people off.
I know one thing. I watched America, the motion picture on Netflix, and god damn it, I felt my American pride swell up. And it's a testament of true history if you watch it. But yeah, it's still a good watch.
It is. I think it's funny that we watch stuff like that called America, and other people watch the other documentaries, and they think, oh, that's America. Stuff like Tiger King.
Oh wow, yeah. Fuck Carol Baskin.
And it's fucking shit like that blows up, and countries all over the rest of the world are like, really? And so when it comes time to, hey, can we crash? Nah,
Yeah.
we're good.
Yeah, we just closed our borders.
Yeah, COVID 23 or some shit like that.
How'd you close your borders? Oh, we got fences. What?
We built a wall. It's not that hard.
We got armed guards at every station. We don't let people in.
You should have just had the Mexicans build you one.
We built good walls. We also know how to swim around them. Yeah, I'll tell you what, man. Trying to keep a smile on your face, you know. You really think Abraham Lincoln would have been giving us 4-score, 2022 type of speech, and then shaking his head? I think he'd be ashamed.
You would have got him. I cannot tell a lie. We're all fucked.
Yeah, George Washington. You did what with those people? Oh my gosh. What can you do though? Seriously, what can you do?
Say laugh and fuck it. It doesn't matter what you do. At some point, it's not going to matter.
Do LSD.
Let's go to Oregon. Let's road trip into Oregon and forget about everything.
And do a 8-ball, smoke some weed, snort some crack, do a little bit of fucking fentanyl, all on underneath the bridge, and it's legal.
And that's just at the first coffee shop we stopped at.
Forget about the donut shop we followed up with that. What the hell is he doing to that crawler?
I thought it was weird that the shop was called Glaze It Yourself.
Oh my gosh, man. Yeah, that hurt the pee-pee. But what can you do, right? You got to live life. You only go around this world once. I'm just looking to be in a old folks home and pinching some butts and, being that dirty old man. Oh, he's so cute. He's so nice. He doesn't mean anything by it.
At the end of the day, you can't take any of it with you.
Nope. You go in the same way you go out. Naked and no teeth. Yeah, that's what I definitely want to be cremated. I don't want to be put in a pine box in my own pool of, what do you call it, effluence.
The pool of Bobby Knight.
Oh.
I want to be very ass up so all my critics can kiss my ass.
Yeah, but the problem is people be parking their bikes. Oh, look, there's a bike stand.
He donated his body to science.
Oh my gosh. But hey, you know what? That would contribute to people riding their bikes more too. So
there you go, helping out the cause.
Where do you park your bike at? I can never find parking. Well, I go to the fucking cemetery.
Second stall on the left. Headstone stall, whatever.
Why does your bike smell like shit? Don't ask, don't tell.
All right, guys. Well, we are coming up on our time for this one. We hope you guys are having a good one out there, and keep your head up. There's plenty more rice and beans coming your way this season to help you deal with the shitty minimum wage and cost of living and gas getting more expensive. Hey, when you can't go anywhere because gas is too expensive, we're still going to be right here for you.
Yes, tune in, tune out.
Exactly. Well, guys, until next week.
If I come smoke your last blunt, if work makes you feel like a jerk, if you need more humor in your life, just look to Rice and Beans for some afternoon delight.